Hello everyone, and welcome you back to my YouTube channel. On today's tutorial we are going to be cutting this beautiful top. My name is Remain Bibiray. Please guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do so by pressing the subscribe button, press the notification bell, like, share, give your comment down below in order to reach larger people. So let's get it done. Let's go into today's video. I used about 3 yards of fabric for this particular top, and moving forward you will need your basic body measurement, your chest line, your bust point, your waist, and also your total allowance you need to be adding. So first of all, I marked out my back measurement. That will start at my starting point. After I've marked the total length I'll be working with, I measured my waist, and then I added about 5 inch seam allowance to it. You know, there's this thing that goes down. That is what I added. Also, I added 1.5 inch seam allowance after I've added that 5 inches. You're going to be seeing the reason I added 1.5 before the end of the video. I marked those lines out: my under bust, my chest line, my bust point, and also my waist. After which I'm done with that, I marked out my back measurement, which is 7.5 inches. I joined those lines together to be able to shape out my armhole. If you're wondering like what did I use for my chest line, my bust point, and also my under bust and my waistline. For my chest line I use 7.5. For my bust point I use 9.5. For my under bust I use 13.5. Then for my what is it called, for my waist I use 15 inches. So from that point, from that my under bust, you have to measure your nipple to your nipple measurement. That is 4 inches. Then on your bust point and on your chest point, you have to add half inch to it, making it 4.5. Then for the others, you have to use the exact nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. I've already done like 3 videos on this process cut, so you'll be able to understand what I mean, even though I'm not trying to explain it further. So you're going to measure your midpoint for the armhole side and join those lines together. Moving forward, you're going to be measuring 2 inches outward, from starting from your under bust down to the total length of the top. You have to join it to meet the bust point with your free hand, or if you have this, you can use it. After that, from that my armhole, I came inward by 1.5 in order to create another armhole. Going down by 1 inches to put more emphasis on the princess dart. That's the SS. So now I'll be creating another shape for the princess dart. Then another armhole shape. The next thing is to just place your waist measurement, your bust measurement, and also your hip measurement. Don't forget the 2 inches we are still going to be removing, so you have to add it to it, and also your 2.5 inch seam allowance or whatever allowance you want to use. So on your bust point, you have to divide your bust by 4. Then that 1 inch we came down with, you have to replace it over there, and also 2.5 inch seam allowance. So on that side, you are going to be using your hip measurement. We are still going to be cutting it out. It's just for us to be, have enough allowance. Moving forward, I shaped out my neckline. It's a round neck, so I used 3.5 for the width, then also for the depth. So I also did a slope around the shoulder, and this is so it's not even necessary for you to measure it anymore. So for this particular for this area, you just come down by 1 inches from your waist like this and join it to meet that 1.5 inch allowance. You have to join it together like this. That's the essence of the 4.5, so that that down part will be more emphasized. There will be that sharp thing that we want. This part that I'm doing is just for it to be able to shape very well. If I cut the whole thing out, I'll still have to reshape it. So just watch the way I'm doing in the video. So this is after I've cut it out, and this is what I mean that I'm still going to reshape it, but for me to not, so that the fabric won't be moving around to be easier, that is why I shape it out like that first. So I'll reshape it like this, and the front part is ready. Then cut. And that is it for the front part. Guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Subscribe. It's not going to reduce any of your data. It's just the normal data you're using to watch that. So, please, I'm begging. So that's the neck part. I just cut it out. And that is it for the front part. Moving to the back part, the exact waist measurement used for the front part plus the 1 inches we came down with, that is the exact thing you're going to be using here, so that when you finish joining, one won't be longer than each other. For my waist part, for the front part, I used 15 inches for the total plus 1 inch that I came down with, making it 16. So I used that exact 16 for the back part. So after I've measured the back part for the length, I proceeded to mark the zip side, which is 2 inches. I joined the lines together. Then after that, I marked out my back measurement, which is 7.5 divided 15 inches divided by 2, 7.5. I marked it out. I came down by my chest line and also my bust point, then to my waist, and that is all for the back. Then to my armhole, that's it. And that is it for the armhole side. Just place your bust measurements plus 2 inch seam allowance to your waist divided by 4 plus whichever allowance you want to use. Then join the lines together. After that, I marked out my back measurement. I used 3 inches for the width. Then for the depth, I used about 2 inches because the back is not deep. So that's all. I was like, maybe I should just do another neckline. So that is why I didn't shape it out first. But I'm still going to do that after the cutting. And that's it. Cut it into 2. And then for the darts, from the one thing about that for the back is that it's going to be longer than the one for the front, so that the back side will be firm. For this one, I used 11 inches for the, you know, then I came both sides by half, half, and I joined it together to meet the that point. I did the same thing for the other side, and that's all. So for the sleeve part, I folded the fabric into two like this, making it one for the other side and one for the other side. For the length, I used about I think 15 inches. One thing about this particular sleeve is that if you want your sleeve to stop at the elbow side, you have to, and our elbow is 13, you have to add about 3 inches to it or 4, so that it will be puffy. So that's what I did, and then I shaped it out like this. So for the width is about 25 inches. You can use 26 depending on your fabric. So for this particular sleeve, that armhole side, the one that will go around the armhole, must come down very well so that it will not be long. I hope you get that. Like the way I shape it in the video, make sure this armhole side come down very well. Just shape it the way I did in the video and you're going to get it. And that's it. So when we put the elastic, this is what it's going to look like, and we are going to be pleating. That's the one that will go around the sleeve part. So we are done for the cutting. Just go ahead and cut out your linings to it, the exact shape of the top. That is the exact way you are going to be cutting your lining to it as well. So this is after I've cut out my linings to it, and I cut it exactly the shape of the fabric. No need of raising it up, no need of bringing it down, just cut it exactly. And this is it for the center part, center front. For the middle, for the sides. So the first thing you have to do is to just open the center front like this, and then take the sides, the front sides, take it and then join it together. Make sure it's even when you're joining it. Join the other side and then join the other side as well. Join your lining the same way as well, and use it to turn it to the right side. Do the same thing to the back part as well, and use it to turn it to the right side. So this is what I mean by that. I've done this. Then if you are using your line, make sure you turn all sides except the armhole. Make sure you turn all sides except the armhole, and this is it. And I did the same thing to my back as well. So sorry, just ignore the knife. I didn't even notice it like throughout the video. Just ignore the knife. Go ahead and join your back together for the zip. Then take your dart. It's so simple to join. Take your dart. I'm still going to be doing the dart again because I've already closed it. Half sides. So after you're done doing that, just go ahead and join the shoulder with each other, and this is the way to join it. You can see it's very simple. So the next thing to do is to join the sides together, and then you're going to I've already fixed my zip, sorry. I hope we all know how to do that. Just join the sides together like this. Join it together. Take your measurements, take in the allowance. For the two sides, done. Our top is almost ready, just the sleeve. And this is it. There was no light, so I was unable to iron it. This particular side is when your armor won't be enough. You have to trim it in order to, to fit in your armor. So that is what I'm doing. I'm trying to trim it. And that is it for the top. It's remaining the sleeve. So this yeah, just to put in your elastic into it, and that's all. So this is it for the elastic. And what you have to do is to notch the center of the sleeve, because that is where it's going to go to the upper part of the, and then join it together with the top. Plait it. Take your time and plait it, because there'll be more than enough plates to do. And that is it. And our sleeve is looking so sweet. Guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, please. I'm begging. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share with your friends and family. Thank you for always watching me. Bye till I'm bringing my next tutorial.